Hello, and welcome back to History and Culture. I'm thrilled you're here because today we're taking a deep dive into one of the most extraordinary civilizations the world has ever seen, ancient Egypt. We're going to explore the pyramids, unravel the mysteries of the pharaohs, and dive into the fascinating beliefs that shaped one of the longest-lasting civilizations in human history. If you're passionate about history, culture, and the untold stories of our ancestors, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our deep dives into the past. Let's jump into ancient Egypt, the land of wonders, mysteries, and untold secrets. Section 1. Egypt, the cradle of civilization. Before diving into the pyramids and the pharaohs, it's essential to understand the foundation of ancient Egypt's greatness. Egypt was more than just a land of magnificent monuments. It was one of the first true civilizations, and its development shaped the world we live in today. Key points. 1. Geography and the Nile River. The Nile River was the lifeblood of Egypt. It flows from south to north, and every year, its predictable flooding deposited rich silt along the riverbanks, creating fertile land for farming. This unique feature allowed ancient Egypt to thrive in an otherwise arid desert. The Egyptians referred to their land as Kemet, meaning the black land, a reference to the fertile black soil that contrasted with the red land of the desert. This distinction defined the two key regions, Upper Egypt the southern, upstream part of the Nile, and Lower Egypt the northern, downstream region near the Nile Delta. 2. The unification of Egypt. Egypt's history begins with the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt around 3100 BCE, traditionally attributed to Pharaoh Narmer, also known as Menes. This act of unification is represented on the famous Narmer Palette, one of Egypt's most iconic artifacts. The Narmer Palette shows the pharaoh wearing the crowns of both Upper and Lower Egypt, symbolizing the establishment of Egypt as a single powerful kingdom. This unification paved the way for the rise of one of history's most advanced and enduring civilizations. Supporting evidence. Narmer Palette. This ceremonial palette, discovered in Hierakonpolis, is one of the earliest pieces of evidence depicting the unification of Egypt. The imagery shows Narmer triumphantly ruling over both lands, with iconography that would continue throughout Egypt's dynastic history. Archaeological discoveries. Extensive agricultural infrastructure has been uncovered, showcasing Egypt's advanced irrigation systems, which were crucial to supporting a large population and constructing monumental structures. Understanding the significance of Egypt's geography and unification sets the stage for appreciating the grandeur of the pyramids, the power of the pharaohs, and the belief systems that made Egypt unique. It demonstrates how the Nile, the environment, and the early rulers created the conditions for the greatness that followed. Section 2. The Great Pyramids, Marvels of Ancient Engineering. The pyramids are perhaps the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. These massive structures were built as tombs for the pharaohs, designed to ensure their safe journey to the afterlife. But how were these immense structures built, and why do they still fascinate us today? Key points. 1. Purpose of the pyramids. The pyramids served as tombs for Egypt's pharaohs, who were considered gods on earth. The pyramids were not only burial sites, but also a means for the pharaoh's Ka spirit to ascend to the heavens and join the gods. Egyptians believed in an elaborate afterlife, and the pyramids were built to ensure the safe passage of the pharaoh's soul. The largest and most famous pyramid, the Great Pyramid of Giza, was constructed for Pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops. It stood at an original height of 146.6 meters for 180.6 feet, making it the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. 2. How were they built? One of the greatest mysteries surrounding the pyramids is their construction. The Great Pyramid of Giza consists of over 2.3 million limestone blocks, each weighing between 2.5 and 15 tons. But how did the Egyptians manage such an immense feat with primitive tools? Theory suggests that massive ramps were built to haul the blocks into place. Some archaeologists believe the ramps were straight, while others propose spiral ramps. Recent evidence from the Hatnab quarry shows that ancient workers used wooden sleds to transport the stones over sand, which they lubricated with water to reduce friction. Skilled laborers, not slaves as previously believed, built the pyramids. Archaeological discoveries of workers' villages near the Giza pyramid show that laborers were well fed and housed, working for months at a time to complete these monumental projects. 3. Alignment with the stars. The pyramids are aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal points, north, south, east, and west. This precision suggests advanced knowledge of astronomy. Some researchers believe that the pyramids were aligned with specific constellations, such as Orion, which was associated with Osiris, the god of the afterlife. Archaeological discoveries. Recent excavations at Giza reveal workers' quarters, tools, and graffiti, proving that skilled laborers, not slaves, were behind the construction of the pyramids. Theories on pyramid construction. The work of Egyptologists such as Mark Lehner and Zahi Hawass provides extensive evidence on how ramps and sled systems could have been used to transport the massive stones. Satellite surveys and scanning technology. Modern technology, such as muon tomography, continues to reveal previously unknown chambers and passageways within the Great Pyramid, adding to the mystery of its construction. Section 3. The Pharaohs, God-Kings of Egypt. At the heart of ancient Egypt's greatness was its pharaohs, the rulers who were seen as living gods. Their power was absolute, and their reigns shaped the politics, religion, and culture of Egypt. But who were these pharaohs, and what were their legacies? Key pharaohs to highlight. 1. Khufu to 589 to 566 BCE. The Great Pyramid's builder, Khufu, is perhaps the most enigmatic pharaoh of Egypt's Old Kingdom. While the pyramid he commissioned is a testament to his power and ambition, very little is known about Khufu's life and reign. His massive pyramid, however, speaks volumes about the strength and resources of his administration. 2. Hatshepsut 1507 to 1458 BCE. One of Egypt's few female pharaohs, Hatshepsut is known for her prosperous and peaceful reign. She was a great builder, commissioning many of Egypt's most famous monuments, including her mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahri. Hatshepsut often depicted herself as male to assert her authority in a patriarchal society. Her reign was largely erased from the historical record after her death, as her successor, Thutmose III, tried to destroy her legacy. 3. Ramses to 1279 to 1213 BCE. Known as Ramses the Great, he is one of the most famous pharaohs of Egypt's New Kingdom. His reign lasted for 66 years, during which he expanded Egypt's empire, built massive temples, and signed the world's first recorded peace treaty after the Battle of Kadesh. Ramses' grand temples at Abu Simbel are a testament to his power, and his mummy is one of the best preserved. 4. Tutankhamun 1332 to 1323 BCE. Though he ruled for only 9 years and died at 19, Tutankhamun became one of the most famous pharaohs in history when his nearly intact tomb was discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter. The treasures found within, including his golden death mask, have provided unprecedented insights into ancient Egyptian culture and funerary practices. Pharaohs as divine beings. Pharaohs were seen as intermediaries between the gods and the people. They were responsible for maintaining the cosmic order, ensuring that Egypt remained prosperous. The pharaoh's role in religious ceremonies and temple building was crucial to maintaining their divine status. After death, pharaohs were believed to ascend to the afterlife, where they would continue to rule as gods, supporting evidence. Monuments and temples. The temples at Abu Simbel, the mortuary temple of Hatshepsut, and the tomb of Tutankhamun are living legacies of the pharaoh's power and religious significance. Historical texts. Egyptian inscriptions, such as those in the Temple of Karnak, detail the pharaoh's divine roles and their monumental achievements. These inscriptions often depict the pharaohs performing rituals, engaging with the gods, and overseeing the building of temples and tombs, cementing their status as divine rulers on earth. Section 4. Mysteries of the Pyramids and the Afterlife. Ancient Egypt was not just a land of grand monuments and powerful rulers. It was a civilization deeply rooted in mysticism, religion, and the pursuit of an eternal afterlife. Many mysteries remain unsolved, and these add to the allure of Egypt. Key points. 1. The pyramid texts and afterlife beliefs. Found inside the pyramids of Egypt's Old Kingdom, the pyramid texts are some of the oldest religious writings in the world. These texts, inscribed on the walls of tombs, provided instructions to the pharaohs on how to navigate the afterlife and become gods themselves. Egyptians believed in a complex afterlife, where the soul would travel through various challenges and judgment before reaching the field of reeds, a paradise that mirrored life on earth but free from suffering. The pyramid was not just a tomb, but a portal to the afterlife, with its alignment to the stars aiding the pharaoh's soul in its journey. 2. The mystery of pyramid construction. While modern archaeology has provided answers to how the pyramids might have been constructed, many questions remain. For centuries, theories about extraterrestrial involvement, secret technologies, and hidden chambers have circulated. In 2017, using a technique called muon tomography, scientists discovered a previously unknown void within the Great Pyramid. What lies within this space is still unknown, adding to the intrigue and mystery surrounding the pyramids. 3. The Curse of the Pharaohs. One of the most enduring mysteries of Egypt is the so-called Curse of the Pharaohs. When Howard Carter and his team opened the tomb of Tutankhamun in 1922, several members of the expedition later died under mysterious circumstances. While modern science dismisses these deaths as coincidence, the story of the curse has captivated imaginations for decades. In ancient Egyptian culture, disturbing the dead was considered blasphemous. Tombs were often inscribed with warnings to ward off intruders, which only adds to the aura of mystery surrounding the pyramids and the tombs of the pharaohs. 4. The secret rooms and untold treasures. Some Egyptologists believe that many more secrets lie hidden beneath the sands of Egypt. With advances in technology like ground-penetrating radar, more tombs and chambers are likely to be discovered. Some theorize that hidden chambers may contain untold riches or ancient scrolls that could rewrite our understanding of Egyptian history. One enduring mystery is the possible hidden tomb of Queen Nefertiti, which some believe could be located in a secret chamber near Tutankhamun's burial site. Section 5. Pharaohs and their relationship with the gods. In ancient Egypt, the pharaoh wasn't just a ruler, but also a divine intermediary between the gods and humanity. This relationship shaped the politics, culture, and religion of the entire nation. Key points. 1. The pharaoh as Horus and Osiris. The pharaoh was seen as the embodiment of the god Horus in life and the god Osiris in death. This duality was central to the Egyptian understanding of kingship and the afterlife. Horus, the god of the sky and kingship, represented the living pharaoh, while Osiris, the god of the dead, represented the deceased ruler. Upon death, the pharaoh's Ka spirit would merge with Osiris, thus ensuring the continuation of order in the cosmos. 2. Divine kingship and the gods. Pharaohs were not only seen as gods themselves, but also as the high priests of the gods. It was the pharaoh's duty to maintain Mat, or cosmic balance, by performing rituals and making offerings to the gods. Temples, such as the ones at Karnak and Luxor, were constructed as places for the pharaoh to commune with the gods. These temples were centers of political and religious power, and the priests who served there were among the most influential people in Egypt. 3. Monuments to the gods. Pharaohs built massive temples, not only to honor the gods, but also to cement their own divine status. The temples of Abu Simbel, commissioned by Ramses II, were constructed to honor both the gods and the pharaoh himself. These temples are perfectly aligned so that twice a year, the sun illuminates the statues of the gods and the pharaoh inside. Pharaoh Akhenaten famously broke from tradition by focusing his worship on a single god, Aten, the sun disk. He built a new capital at Amarna and tried to shift Egyptian religion toward monotheism. After his death, however, the traditional gods and practices were restored, supporting evidence. Temple of Abu Simbel. The alignment of these temples to solar events showcases the connection between the pharaohs and the gods. In conclusion, ancient Egypt is a land of wonder, mystery, and timeless fascination. From the majestic pyramids that have stood for millennia to the divine kings and queens whose legacy lives on in their monuments and tombs, Egypt offers an unparalleled window into the past. We've only scratched the surface of this extraordinary civilization, and there's so much more to discover. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into ancient Egypt and want to explore more about the mysteries, wonders, and untold stories of history and culture, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out. Let me know in the comments what you found most fascinating about ancient Egypt. Was it the pyramids, the pharaohs, or perhaps the unsolved mysteries?